Hey folks, welcome back to the Beer Ranch Garage, and I wanted to make a quick video today, talk about part of your toolbox or your tool collection that if you're not like a heavy tool user or a pro, you might kind of be sleeping on. And this video was prompted by me just recently picking up the Icon 3/8 drive extension set, and that's the part of your tool set that you shouldn't sleep on is good quality extensions. So anybody that really has a set of sockets is probably going to have some extensions, but I want you to understand that good solid extensions are going to sometimes give you that additional precision and sturdiness that's going to make the difference between you being able to turn a hard to reach bolt and you stripping it or getting at a wrong angle and damaging it and making a bigger mess. So that is the thing that I want you to understand if you're just starting out in the trade, or you're kind of DIY or expanding your tool set, or just in general. Good extensions are important. And so the reason this has been kind of floating around in my mind is a number of years ago I invested in a set of Snap On extensions, I guess like a 10 and a 6 and whatever this is. I invested in a set of Snap-on extensions. I got these used probably like 40 or 60 bucks. But over the years, they have just been so useful. You know, when I absolutely need to get on a fastener and I need extension, this is what I go with. If I'm trying to reach and get a transmission or poke through an engine bay to get it like an exhaust manifold bolt, and I know I'm really going to have one shot at getting on there, I use my Snap-on extensions. I just trust them, and they just give that little bit more precision and kind of strength that other, you know, like the Cobalts and the Duralast might not have. And so I don't know what the MSRP is for these ones, these Snap-on ones, if you go to the Snap-on website or the truck, but I'm willing to bet it's pretty hefty. These Icon ones, on the other hand, are about $39.99 plus tax at your local Harbor Freight. And this weekend they had a 15% off coupon, so I just couldn't help it. I wanted to grab a set and kind of compare them to my Snap-on ones. I have a suspicion that they're going to be very close in feel and appearance to the Snap-on ones. And if that is the case, I think that's going to be a great deal. I would love an additional set of really dependable extensions. I'm sure there's plenty of videos out there on the internet on these. I didn't look up to see how many there are, but like I said, I'm sure they're out there, so I'm not going to get too into the weeds on this. But if you're watching my channel, and like I said, if you're kind of new to the tool game, I want you to understand that good extensions are important, and I think this Icon set might be just the perfect balance between the tool truck brand expense of a Snap-on and the cheaper kind of store brand ones. This might be a great compromise. It's got like the lower end price, but the appearance and feel of the higher end kind of truck pieces. So obviously, quickly unboxing this. So it comes in this little plastic case that you can set in your toolbox. It doesn't seem super sturdy, but I don't particularly care about that. I'm looking to see what the extensions look like. And so we'll take the 6-inch one, I believe, the Icon, and compare it to the Snap-on. And I'd be doggone if it's not almost a carbon copy. Dimensionally, it looks very much the same. The shape, the knurling. The only difference is on the bottom here, it's the Icon logo, and it doesn't have the Snap-on kind of these little grooves and channels in there. But otherwise, heft and feel and appearance, everything looks very much similar. So again, the reason good extensions are a key component of your tool set is if you're reaching out to try to get a fastener and you got a sloppy extension that's kind of wobbling around, you're going to lose a little bit of your force, your turning force, and that can make the difference between stripping a bolt or a nut or whatever and turning it. So some of the cheaper extensions are going to be sloppier, thicker. They're not going to have the knurling for certain, but they're also not going to have the ball detent kind of like secure fit on the socket. And again, there's only so much you can really talk about when it comes to extensions. If you're working on automotive, 3/8 drive is going to be your most common used set of extensions anyway. So a good quality set from like 1 inch to 10 inch is legit. All right, so let's go ahead and try to use these on a project, and then I'll kind of wrap up and give you my final thoughts. But initial thoughts are solid. For 40 bucks, I don't think you can beat this in any shape or form. All right, folks, so here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. In fact, this very procedure, I've always used my Snap-on extensions because I want to always get it right. So this is a perfect opportunity to show how good these Icon extensions are. So what I'm trying to do here is I actually got to replace this gasket on this Audi engine. And it requires the rear timing cover to come out. And you can't take the rear timing cover out, at least you can't take it out easily, without removing the high pressure fuel pump. And so removing the high pressure fuel pump is an ordeal on these cars because, and let me bring you in just so you can see a little bit better. Don't think you can see from this angle. So as you look at the engine here, I got a bunch of lights on it so you can see. But if you see where the screwdriver is pointing, at the bottom there's a bolt. It's a M8 triple square bolt that bolts the return line, I believe it's a return line, one of the fuel lines, to the high pressure fuel pump. And the only way to get to that bolt is to go underneath into the back of the engine and go up and engage with a socket. All right, so what I've done here is I took I think this is a 10-inch extension, right, from my Icon set. And we fish our way up through the back. And good. See that right there? We got good extension in the, all right, we got good engagement. Not sure if you can see it. But we got good engagement with the socket and the bolt. So I'm going to go back down here with my ratchet and spin this out. And we'll go ahead and actually use a Snap-on, the dependable Snap-on ratchet here to get some leverage and get it out. All right, we're in. All right. Oh boy. That's it, we got it. Anyway, like, yes, you could do this job with any real decent sort of extensions, but it's just a point I'm trying to make. You get really one shot at this. If you get it at a bad angle or kind of sloppy engagement and you mess up that bolt, you are in for a not fun time. Anyway, so here's that bolt. People are always terrified of this because, again, you can see it's a triple square head, and it's in a location where if you either strip this, you're screwed, or if you drop it, you're going to be poking around in the engine block for a long time. I've actually done both, but the poking around in the engine block took a long time. And that's kind of an infamous bolt what comes through these Audi 2.0 engines. And here's a setup I used. This is a socket and Icon extension with the ratchet. All right, guys, so here's a really good example of what I'm talking about. I got the really small extension and like the 6-inch extension off that 3/8 set. And then I got a Snap-on reducer to a 1/4 inch extension and a 1/4 inch 13 off my other Icon set. So everything here is quality. And the reason I need it to be kind of strong and precise is because I'm trying to get to this bolt right here. And I don't know if you can see, but that axle is interfering. So I'm going to really get one tight kind of angle at it. And I need to have some precision and some strength. So if you can see that socket is just snuck under that axle shaft. And any bigger of an extension would not, the 3/8 would interfere. So the 1/4 kind of sneaks in there. But I got the 2 3/8 for some additional strength. So again, you're probably going to get one clean shot at this. Otherwise, if you mess it up, it'll be a much longer day. So this is why we're going to go ahead and give it our best shot with our best stuff and see what happens. All right, see, we got it turning. And that was more than half the battle. Once you get it turning, your chances of messing up the fastener are much less. All right, folks, I still got to wrap up this project, but I'm going to wrap up this video here. I hope you found a little bit of, you found some interest in this video and a little bit of insight. If you don't already have a decent set of extensions, this is a no-brainer. These Icon extensions, pull the trigger right now. And even if you do have extensions like I do, which are many of them, these are still good to have in your toolbox. So if you found this video helpful or interesting, please give me a thumbs up. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.